Yo, what is going on, Shuffle Squad? I hope you all are having a fantastic day. We got NAIC around the corner, so I'm going to be covering a deck that might actually see a little bit of play. It seems like it could be something. We're not sure. It hasn't done too well in the online circuit, but that might not stop some players from playing it at NAIC. Today, we are covering Meowscarada EX.
The Shuffle Squad is proudly sponsored by Ultimate Guard, PTCGL Store, and Atlas TCG. Check out the description below for discount codes and affiliate links to support the squad. Now it's time for the video.
Alright everybody, so Meowscarada EX is one of the newest cards from Paldea Evolved, and it is the full-fledged evolution of Sprigatito, that cute little green cat you get at the start of the game. So, what does Meowscarada EX do? It's 310 HP Pokemon with an amazing ability called Bouquet Magic, where you can discard a grass energy from your hand, and if you do, you can target one of your opponent's benched Pokemon and put 3 damage counters on it. So basically 30 damage. Now, remember, damage and damage counters are different, but that's what it equates to. So it is really good. And it also has a really nice attack that really synergizes pretty well with its ability. It has Scratching Nails. It does 100 damage for 2 colorless energy. But if the Pokemon that you're attacking, they're active, has any damage counters on it, it'll do 120 more. So with a DTE, you're doing 200, and if you put 2 grass on it, you're doing 220. And if they already have damage counters on it, depending on how many's on there, that's what you can kind of equate the damage max to be. So it's a really good Pokemon. I really like the attack. A little slow to build up. We are playing 4 Sprigatito and only 1 of Floragato. The main reason being is because we are relying heavily on Rare Candy. Rare Candy is one of the best ways that we can get from Sprigatito to Meowscarada quickly, and yeah, being able to find this is extremely important. Now, what are the other Pokemon we're playing in this list? Well, we have Radiant Alakazam. Now, the reason we're playing Radiant Alakazam is because when we start putting damage counters all over the place, we can start moving those damage counters around, and once we start doing that, we're able to kind of set up huge knockouts in a nice way. You're able to do 30 damage, and remember, Meowscarada only actually targets the bench, but once you have damage counters on the bench, you can use Radiant Alakazam to move one of those damage counters to their active Pokemon and then swing for 200 or 220 with Meowscarada. So you can manipulate the damage to the point where it benefits you greatly, because you are limited. You can only hit the bench with the ability, but Alakazam kind of fixes that issue, which is nice. But you can set up pretty nice knockouts with it as well. We're also playing a 1/1 line of Arceus V and Arceus VSTAR. It is not the main star of the show. It is not here to do a whole bunch of damage by any means whatsoever, but that Star Birth ability is a very nice to have, so that way you can really set up your Sprigatitos, your Meowscaradas, and all that stuff, or even just find key cards like Superior, Energy Retrieval, or Energy Retrieval, so that way you can start putting more damage counters on the board for huge KOs. The rest of the deck is pretty simplistic. There's not much here to talk about besides maybe Artazon. Artazon is one of the new stadiums out of Paldea Evolved. It allows you to search your deck for a basic non-rule box Pokemon and put on your bench. So the only Pokemon that we're really going to be able to grab with this is Bidoof and Sprigatito. But don't forget that this deck list will be in the description below, so you guys can copy and paste it into your PTCGL and give it a shot, and let me know in the comments what you guys would do to change the list to make it better. But let's just jump into a game. Alright guys, so here we go into our first game with Meowscarada. Hopefully we can show off the true power of Bouquet Magic and really start spreading a bunch of damage all over the place. So it looks like we are going to be able to go first, which is very beneficial. Do like to see that. I do like to see that. Let's see what we're up against though. There's so many things on the ladder that we could be up against. You know what? This is probably not the worst start on the planet. I will take it. We have an Artazon here, which is nice. We do have a Judge, so we can disrupt next turn. We have a Rare Candy, so we could Ultra Ball for Meowscarada next turn as well, which is not bad whatsoever. I'm liking this hand. This is not looking too bad. Well, let's see what we're up against. This could be terrible. Oh, yikes. It is actually Lost Box. Okay, so we could expect to see Cram at some point. Let's go ahead and use Artazon here. Artazon can get us our Bidoof. Let's go ahead and check out the rest of the list. We do have an Arceus here. We have Alakazam. We have Floragato. We have all of our Meowscaradas. Pokemon look good. We have our Klara, Colress. Bosses. Looks like we prized an Escape Rope. Yep. Okay. Prized. No, we did not prize a Rare Candy. It is in hand. Okay, I think we prized. Nope, we have it in hand. I'm not sure what we prized. But either way, it looks like the core of it is here. We prize our Arceus VSTAR, which does stink a little bit. But it does look like the majority of the core is here. So we're going to go ahead and grab our Bidoof. That seems fine. So we have Bibarel in hand, which is perfect. Do I want to attach this to Sprigatito? I think I do. Yeah, we're going to do that. And we'll pass it here. We will pass it here. So next turn, we can Ultra Ball away Serena, and then the top deck to get a Meowscarada, Rare Candy into Meowscarada, evolve Bidoof into Bibarel, unless we see, like, you know, Comfey switch into Comfey, Colress switch into Cramorant to knock out our Bidoof. That's going to not be very, very good for us, but we do have some disruption, which is nice at the very least. And, you know, it's possible they could even whiff it. That's a very big possibility. We'll see. So there is the first flower selecting. We got one in there so far. No Colress to be seen yet. We could also just see no switch. Okay, they do have the Jet Energy. So Jet Energy is going to be able to move that Comfey from the bench into the active and still allow them to retreat because they can just use the Jet Energy they attached for the turn to retreat. Do we see the Colress? Because that is going to be the one thing that's going to really, really suck if we see it. No, but we do see another Comfey, which could get them closer. Oh, boy. Things are not looking too hot for us right now. If they find Colress here, we might as well spell out doom. Because they might not even escape rope. They could just switch cart into Cramorant. Do they whiff it, though? Nest Ball. Okay, they're filling up the bench kind of fast. Giratina. Okay, so we are up against Giratina Lost Box. Understood, understood. They're not doing much. Nice. Okay, so we do get to keep our turn here, which is fantastic. Let's go ahead and evolve. And I said the top deck, but that is going to hurt to get rid of. All right, let's go ahead and get rid of, use this Artazon here to get another Sprigatito into play. And yeah, let's go ahead and Ultra Ball. Very unfortunate to lose that energy, but hey, we need to start making some moves here. Rare Candy into Sprigatito. And we are going to Bibarel. See if we can draw another energy or something. We do get another energy, which is nice. So we can attack, but we do want to start spreading damage as well. We still have Judge, so you know what? We will attach, and then we will Judge. And we'll see if that gets us another energy. No, it does not net us anything. A little unfortunate there. We do, fortunately, get the knockout this turn, though. Let's go ahead and Nest Ball. We can get ourselves... Let's get ourselves another Sprigatito. Or you know what? Let's get the Alakazam. We can't get the Alakazam with Artazon, so we might as well just get it down. And we'll Scratching Nails for the knockout on this Comfey. Couldn't use that Bouquet Magic just yet, but hey, it may come. It may come. Nest Ball. Okay, so depending on what we can pull off here on our next turn, we know that we can just KO Comfeys all day long. But depending on what we can pull off next turn, we might actually use this Nest Ball to get our Arceus because we know it's prized. So we could get lucky and find our V-Star that way. Just get the Arceus down, hopefully get the V-Star, get it into play, and then see if Giratina is able to do anything. So they're currently at 4. Still no Colress to be found, though, which is interesting because I did just Judge them. I would have expected to see a Colress this turn at the very least, but they are attaching onto the Giratina. We need to also put some damage counters on the Giratina, so when we do swing with Meowscarada, well, that's just annoying. So that way, when we do swing with the Meowscarada, we can actually get a Oko on it with the next Meowscarada. That stinks. That does shut down our Bouquet Magic. So that is very unfortunate for us. Another Rare Candy here. Doesn't really do much. Let's go ahead and get Arceus down. I want to get another Sprigatito. No way. No energy. Or no, there is nothing here. Nothing here for us. Okay. We will grab this. We did not find the Stadium Bump, which is super unfortunate. And we didn't find the other Meowscarada either. Oh, we could have actually. We found that Ultra Ball. Yikes, that was dumb. Okay, yeah, I mean, we'll just scratching nails here. We'll do 100 damage. It's not the most fortunate play on the planet, but it's something at the very least. It could actually help us set up a double KO if we play it just right. We'll see if they're actually able to retreat, too, because they've been struggling with retreating. Boss's orders. Okay, they're going to drag up our Arceus. Don't like that. Don't like that. We kind of wanted to be able to use our Arceus VSTAR. And if we can't find a switch out, we're going to be in some danger. Okay, well, that is technically a switch out. Let's go ahead and use Colress here. All right, we got the Artazon. We got a Meowscarada. And we got an Escape Rope, which I think I'd prefer to use that instead of putting this on the Arc. So let's go ahead and Escape Rope into Meowscarada. They're going to decide what to give us. They could just give us the other Cram as well. They're going to give us Greninja. Okay. I'm fine with that. Let's go ahead and Rare Candy into Meowscarada here. We'll put down Artazon. With Artazon, we can actually go and get ourselves another Sprigatito. And from here, let's go ahead and Bouquet Magic. We'll put 30 damage on Giratina V. We'll move one of those damage counters to the Cramorant for a knockout. Hopefully we can find our V-Star. We do not, but that is fine. Do I want to use this superior energy retrieval yet? No, there's only 2 energy in there. Honestly, I think I'm fine with just doing 100 damage to this Radiant Greninja. Because then it's just a Bouquet Magic away from getting KO'd. So I'm chill with it. I am fine with it. We got a handful of nothing currently, though, which is a little sus, but we'll try and figure it out. So Jet Energy being tossed with concealed cards here. They're valuing getting the 2 extra cards in hand, then like attaching that to Comfey to get more in Lost Zone. Because they're only at 4 right now. They need to get to 7 for Mirage Gate to pop off. Escape Rope. Okay. What do I want to give you, though? I feel like giving you Bibarel's fine, because then you can't KO it, or, you know, it doesn't really matter in the long run, because if you do hit us with the Cramorant, it's not going to KO it. So I feel like that's fine. Because I don't want to put a whole bunch of damage on 2 prizers at the moment. Like, we've already got damage here. We've got damage here. Don't like it too much. But at least with the Bibarel, it's a 1 prizer. So not going to worry about the prize trade too much here. Okay, what did they just toss there? Was that a Comfey? It was a Comfey. I kind of wish PTCGL like really highlighted the cards that were being tossed away. That is the one thing I wish that they did a little bit better. Also, cards like PAL Pad and Super Rod, I wish that they showed what they were putting back in the list a little bit better. Oh, no, they got the boss. Okay, you know what? That is fair. And another path, bro. Chill. Chill with the paths, bro. Okay, so that is not good for us. Not good for us at all. Floragato. Okay, we'll just do this. Honestly, everything I can get a KO on with the Escape Rope. So we're just going to go with an Escape Rope here. Try to like lower the hand size as much as possible. So that way we can draw more with Bibarel and hopefully hit our last Artazon. Because I don't think our last one is prized. I don't recall. So yeah, we can get 80 damage done here with this Meowscarada. We'll put down this other Bidoof. And then we will draw with Industrial Synthesizers. Nothing there. Nothing there. Big yikes moment. Big yikes. Okay. Well, bright side, we can do 80 here. And still get a KO. So even if it is prized, we can hopefully pull it out of the prizes. Energy Retrieval. Though nice, not very helpful at the moment. I will be honest. Not something I really wanted to see currently. Yeah, this path is actually going to be a problem if we can't get around it. I wasn't expecting 2 paths. I don't know how many paths Giratina V plays. But it seems like quite a bit. Is that the first Colress we're seeing? It is. Wow, okay. Very first Colress we're seeing. Io going into the Lost Zone with the Cleansing Gloves. So they're at 9 now. Sableye is about to come online as well. But I think they're just trying to get the Giratina V-Star working so that way they can just OHKO our Meowscarada. Which would suck for us big time. Because we don't nearly have what we want going on for this Pokemon just yet. Oh boy. I will give you the Bidoof. I will give you the Bidoof. Yeah, we desperately need to find that last Artazon. Or we're going to be in some trouble. And there's Sableye. Okay, so yikes. Things got pretty scary for us all of a sudden. Pretty scary for us. If we could just get like a knockout here and a knockout here, we pretty much solidify the game. And we know that we can get the knockout pretty easily on this if we just find the Artazon. That's all we need. We just need the Artazon to pull it off. And there's a Mirage Gate. So Giratina is all built up. He is ready to strike. Although if I do find like a boss's orders, that would also be pretty nice, because then we could just KO this Giratina with a Meowscarada. That might also be a pretty good way to get around this, but we're not looking good. We are not in good shape here. Okay, Ultra Ball. Let's go ahead and use it. We'll get rid of these rare candies. We don't need them anymore. We'll get Floragato. Or we'll get a Sprigatito. So the Artazon is in the deck, as well as 2 bosses. Probably actually shouldn't have even grabbed that, but I didn't want to. Oh man, this stinks. Let's go ahead and attach an energy here. Yeah, we're gonna have to put down the Sprigatito. We're gonna have to risk it. 2 cards off of this Bibarel. There's the Artazon. Okay, we are looking good now. We are looking good. Okay, so let's just go ahead and get the 2 energy from the discard out. Put it in our hand. We will bouquet magic. Get a knockout on the Greninja. See you later, buddy. And we got a Judge here, which is nice. But what we're going to do next is we're going to bouquet magic and put 30 damage on Giratina. We're going to move one of those damage counters from Giratina onto Cramorant so we can get a KO on it. And I don't want to Judge yet because I do have the superior energy retrieval in hand. I don't want to Judge yet. And there's nothing that my opponent can double KO next turn. So I honestly think we just scratching nails here. So that is fine. That is fine. There's the Arceus V-Star. There he is. Okay, so even if this thing becomes a Giratina V-Star next turn, we're going to be fine, I think. Because it's at 40. We can... Well, even at that point, unless they play another path, that's going to suck. Well, what we really need out of everything, though, is a boss. We can get a boss's order. So maybe we should have judged next turn. Or last turn, we should have judged so that we could have possibly gotten closer to the boss's orders. We'll see if they get the Giratina V-Star, though. I forgot to take into account the minus 20 from the Meowscarada here. So we're only doing 200. So we would be off by 40. And I can only move 20 with Alakazam. So even like putting damage counters on a Sableye and then moving 20 to the Giratina isn't going to do much for us. but they could Lost Impact here, or they can Star Requiem. And considering what their board state's looking like, I'm going to assume they're going to Star Requiem here, because I don't think they can afford to toss the 2. Oh, but you know what? They could toss these 2 in the back, actually, can't they? Yeah. So, you know what? No, they could just... Yep, Lost Impact, 280. Okay, so now we are on the big timer. We are on the big timer. And we lost this Meowscarada. So we need to find our other Meowscarada, which we have with Klara. Actually, okay, so we have game. We have game. Easy peasy have game. So what we're going to do for the game here is we're going to play Klara. We're going to get our Meowscarada back and 2 energies. We're going to evolve. And then we're going to Bouquet Magic. And we're going to do 30 damage to the Comfey. And then we're going to Bouquet Magic again. 30 damage counter to the Comfey. And then we're going to Radiant Alakazam, the last damage counter needed from Giratina, onto the Comfey to get our last prize card. Okay, so yeah, that was stressful. That was a lot of thinking. I like this deck. I just don't like how much it makes my brain hurt. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I am praying I don't see that deck at NAIC, and if you do decide to play this at NAIC, power to you, because my brain is just mush right now trying to figure out where all those things need to be. And that was like one of the first 3 times I've ever played the deck. So honestly, it's a lot of fun. I recommend it if you're a newer player and you're trying to get into more sequence type plays. I think it's fun. You should definitely give it a shot. It is in the description, the whole deck list. So definitely put it in your PTCGL and let me know what you guys think. But thank you guys for watching. I truly appreciate it. And until next time, stay safe and be kind.
You made it to the end. Thank you so much for watching this entire video from the Shuffle Squad. Honestly, from the bottom of our hearts, we appreciate each and every person that supports our content, watches what we have going on every single day, every single week, even from time to time, and continuously allows us to have a forum to project our creative content towards the Pokemon TCG community. So if you haven't already, be sure to give this video a like, subscribe to the channel, and even leave a comment to help boost the YouTube algorithm. That being said, we'll catch you with our next video. Thanks again. Take it easy.